Now let's understand WASM or WebAssembly. This has same multi-stage build with 2 stages. Here we don't target a Linux distro, we target the WASM32 architecture. Comparing WASM with Node.js Dockerfile approach. What's same? Multi-stage build, both are split into builder and runtime stages. Builder stage installs dependencies. In Node it was npm install. In WSM it is cargo build that compiles Rust code into .wasm. Copying the source code, both bring in app code after dependencies. Runtime stage is minimal. In Node it was Node 18 Slim. In WSM it is scratch, literally empty, just the module. CMD or entry point that defines the entry point. Node runs node server.js. WSM runs the compiled .wasm modules. So what's different? Language type. Node.js is an interpreted language type. WSM is a compiled to WebAssembly language type. Dependencies. In Node.js it is npm install, that is node_modules. WSM, that is run creates compiled into .wasm. Build step. In Node.js it is none because runtime interprets the JS. In WSM it is cargo build target WSM VASI that produces .wasm. Runtime image. Node.js needs Node runtime, that is Node 18 Slim. WSM doesn't need runtime at all. It is scratch. Module runs in WSL host. Output artifact. In Node.js it is app plus node_modules. In WSM it is single .wasm file. CMD or entry point. In Node.js it is node server.js, which means when we run node server.js inside our folder in our command prompt, then that command leads to running the application locally, and that includes running the application with backend as well as frontend. So node server.js is the CMD, whereas in WSM that same command is /app.wasm that is executed by the WSL runtime. Here WASL stands for WebAssembly Shader Language, which is a library and standard designed to translate WebAssembly modules into shader code that can be executed on a GPU. Now summary of WSM Dockerfile. Stage 1 builder. This installs dependencies, copying the code, preparing the artifact. The difference, instead of node modules that is in the node, Rust compiles everything into a WebAssembly module app.wasm. Stage 2 runtime. No Node, no Python, no JVM, just the .wasm file. Execution depends on WSL compatible runtime, that is Wasm time, Spin, or containered with WSM support. The container itself is just a carrier for the module, as this WSM concept is the GPU related, so it has different compatible runtime. For example, that would be Wasm time, Spin, or containered with WSM support. And also the container itself is just a carrier for the module. So the mental model would be node, which installed dependencies plus runtime JS server. In WSM it is compiling the Rust that produces .wasm. Then we run the module in the WSL host. That was about WSM Dockerfile and comparing it with Node.js Dockerfile approach.